say that minimum tension right now is for like that is for like either one of you cannot see the activities of the like race of but like about the of the certainly to sort of that number of things to be facing on against the race of stack and like a point for that sort of just pretty preparing to be that the last in like the logic game battle because that I'm sort of things until that point I'm looking playing last point ever camping up in a small like I'm sort of thing seven team members of that Razor team losing to that 17 members of that one team that they scenario that in that way that can win final match December 23 to go down versus Razor like at that point that's the point taken would be like the scenario that I'm so like so the thing is we're on that very bad ticket that of his over and Razor and then by the appropriate like the program that is taken second so significant for like the going on towards that race and that is the something in that race is here. And at that point, the which that want and the like yes with the substitutes of that so that gets another that the name is what so how the different to that race of here on the different lack of by seeing race and like the straight away from clearing the strong of the that race for the focusing that journal of so like I'm bring like the term before make the right to reflection of being able to bring to that way. So here how to trade on through the stuff that has been reason if that way of have journal of and reason of the way getting the answer and jack is a way that maybe having a journal of reason. Like at that point I'm going to bring it to so getting excited and I'm going to find it straight away that when I was starting from like the I was starting out secret condition to that rate of form like their bad level after the things about a rate of that like if it was not defeats rate of that the conditions that rate that would have like within place anything that you could face so they are lines of like the conditions that like secret base was perfect so I'm just telling rate of and what I'm looking for like trying that 70 people with challenge were like telling Razor that if Razor is afraid to like accept that such a condition then like Razor can back away from it. To be along the lines that to sort of challenging the Razor and Razor that bravery and that at that point I'm looking for that Razor from and that Razor straight away agreeing to the condition that was now that so like those that kind of thing that and Razor like to the both then it's really all on the kind of like a person like the bad negative that Razor and I'm going to think that are happening to the West, like with now the implement to be ending up for dedicated to the bus of like things you know that into possible. So the going from the that should be like the point where like that could be but I think that's two shots for like one actually over like one actually over like last time they did the same to go back release it and then like programming that so at that point, I'm going to putting told it through is on the DOS again that reason that one and one and then that thing chance of that obtaining that the stable now to go from number two part like to when it's not set so at that point, I'm going to think about putting on that as to create acting in front of that song and video acting in the next few weeks, preparing that out. So like when I'm talking about that one like returning to that basically it's fine that is used when almost like a comfort so I'm telling you about that right but it's just too strong for all of them so that thing into that could be reconfigured their thing and basically reclaim all the team members that's from that their team that all the seven team all the other team members of that team who have lost in that again that raising team to that replace them with like maybe so that and so maybe I don't that's good job maybe easily telling coming up with such an area to that replace them with like even stronger surrounding of like that for like to go back to the stage to be and for them to like place their hopes on like being able to like quickly play but like for them to like to free by defeating eight of them the remaining team members except for like the result from that great team and like that way to again from the whole of that to say about that you to focus on doing achieving that like to get into like for the something like to go with it so at that point like so like at that point get left to go from the on that app to pay acting of that going to do to get out and I think go and like training to be then students have to be pretty specific again to go down telling them and so that then we're telling them that they take it the country of the game that they that is all that can even dream of that, even defeating Lord to be or like to be a long line that to be the system and basically the character that basically is a leaving from that team and basically is going to go to that finally train fight and stuff for a while, for a great while, and that possibly the want to that team plays up but that by the time the Zonda will be running up the select train. And we don't attend that he's going to train certain technical realities, words, which is now that. So by the time the Zonda is done, like training would probably take the while so that the uh, that when they for like want and taste to like in focus on their strategy and they do that not wasting any time and that is clearing it, potentially clearing it, with that some another player that they will be for them to actively attempt to have rebalance again like more those things before like century make to towards some to get under it without returning to that long and feel that it's really about the state of maybe things now that we have to depend on that city that is on that street Friday because like even though I don't think that even though Chittaka would have lost to that race and like by that is another figure out to that defeat race I mean, that is that. So come by when you have figured out that way wrong and that way of that traffic and everything. So in the so it's about the illusion to that way in that way it's better than it's not that. So like so at that point that you typically might be feeling pretty confident in the field that might be physically planned might have already planned to steadily and quickly it was born and team going to the fighting outcomes that is after that can be and quickly go to that very many kind of members in technical game and do that. Yes, to team up with them and to actually make it back to that to that the location of that Rainbow team and challenge the Rainbow team to go like form and kill up to that make their team and return back for like kind of something that is definitely in terms of when the city around like of that is of that would be definitely planning is definitely on 300. So that such a plan and strategy that we don't have straight away even by looking on that actually say acting in front of that job and to like personality that and so like at that point I'm totally like going to probably calling for that acting of that episode and basically going to at that point deciding to that find somebody else to like replace the and the remaining seven team members to not to that race team that in the battle definitely to like while at that point John to go out to sit there and put around the such things to win in that the regality against like the compound let's say the team that is now there. So like while John to go out and Physical and when the team of the city the training and something for like more team members for their team at that point when I'm playing for like most likely the entrance of like Denzel most likely happening the element and just like this now in the scenario that I'm going to bring up is that the playable friends right now for like the rival team member to once again get like the box and that is that is now that I'm today and the player for right for to not just see just like it might not be like that team was like just alone that they might be able to like create a population that's the type of ability but like they might be able to that also help us in that body and maybe the biggest the human friend like after the while getting back to a form of like that thing which now with that point I'm probably trying like the team member from that sports team that is freaking cheering off from nothing that like so that is over but like at that didn't happen and I'm probably like favorite team member like teleporting then that here appear behind and basically at that point that's straight away using like kind of a capacity once again that they play with like single strike that can be strike that the right team number last the next like the person that is like now then until that point I'm probably depending for like spicy that like the right team number most likely would be using a phone running by in the guard stand and so the be like basically shouting up the like mode until the point where like the second power would be would have reached like the point where like he would be able to like teleport the entire body. So that's the scenario that I'm looking at. Okay, so that opinion interest right now is more like the sports ball that is against black face or under the same black. So the 18 members of the thing to be that the team that one Silva and Persevere and Rizova and Rizova and only one of them is the Silva team member. And like the final team member like they things to be like that team member from like upset against that that rival that team who stuck with that bond to and to get for like the team selection. Certainly want to do like at least in replicate it for like the Lord was as it begins like being like how it happens. So certainly I'm looking like the Lord was by the letter so like the very first player to make that in the example it needs to be like that one team of like the other teams like it's now that was and like the second person I'm so second to get badly just to be like that team of from like one team from like team into bad like into like team so stuck with them that to be like the second one to get badly injured. Then I'm going to practice with the getting badly injured like now that I'm so different and as for like the team of like Silva from Michigan and to the family like that. Then I'm going to bring managing to that. Managing to that. Even though they I'm going to bring definitely heading up to the connect a lot for that like it's a rapist thing like it's them managing to that. Make it towards the end of left and out for man without taking to the like university now that is so and definitely I'm just going to take for that Silva going all out and that rolling like the clear like trying to close that the bat and about what that taking like great things like saying the now that I'm so again about to bring that the clear like that avoiding in the favor of that Silva that was now that I'm so right. So like that way like I'm in that Silva being able to that perform seriously well in that short that and we managed to then 4 points against that from that one of the ratio of teams like just now set up so yet like and look at like in three lecture model outcome of the thing you can put that trade of hand with left hand on the team and those that winning is that getting the scenario even with left and share ice linking that way left in the scenario that has one thing and can be so it's for that living strength right now so that games might have will be the race on multiple times in that about that race might have challenge games and that might have not been acting multiple times in the might have been in the and it might be a about land. The gas between definitely not friends and so only it would not fight not in into the city definitely not again. So that definitely bring that in that the road for that and so the face of like setting up that bond as to like make targets to like take out with like separate into that thin of bonds like with now that so that way like I'm to and for like on more than they take long injuries from that the not for that is like from that creature like when tsunami that I'm going to it for myself, the months management right now, that like the 7 team members of the race of magic and my team is just so like a sort purpose of like serving has like the purpose of that placeholder the left might be like that to the place the minimum friends that might be against that the single rate of healing inadequately that and that team of that one at percentage like the dot for might be inadequately facing off again might be like that to the place the minimum friend. So that's one of the parameters. Naturally, it might be a rainbow might lead to that single-handedly bring down 8 members of that opponent. Any challenge to the opponent team in one fell zone, and they would fade away between any challenging team to that against that right team. Might be like that to the against the minimum. So like the real bring is that the current point for fan like and looking that way. The single-handed is material to bring that without creating at all like and to bring that the 7 team members of that rate going down one by one exact now it's that and again it's that razor alone that will be running and from that point on when I was saying that's a real joy for marriage specifically in the chamber. So definitely at that point I'm the one razor single handedly managing to that shot that all the throws against that razor and managing to like write down that each and every single one of that the team members in that was the like thing now that and that comes from the things of that right to do that in an extremely calculated manner as to that particular rate of which is where like a for like uh got one could be down to that rate of all along into collecting like at that point then the also that length of that one by one like the team members of that gone getting defeated until finally I'm the to be just gone and to the double be only like to see the level here remaining like now that I'm going to. So like at that point, I proposed for my phase of actually inactively attempting to bring down his organ as well and to create a situation where like it's a big bomb around that is a single kind of loses people to that phase of against the lateral. At that point, for that phase of to actually like take out phase of against that against like change towards platform might be along the lines of platform phase of the attempting and planning for that one should be that scenario that but then that's why we got that way on something that's to like to talk out like skills and all especially like that way like a way of not being able to debate to talk out before for like scenario that in that way like way of ending up getting frustrated and basically a race of usually ending up repeating one and basically that being forced to actually get on and then finding for focus on like a development team another level. And finally that way that's the goal of that thought about when the sees between that race of antidote as like in another direction. Yet like a yoga in this then that also that like to get agreement with left hand with everything and yet like a ways of usually the way to be to go back in that sort of format and standard range of single-handedly dealing with penalty of that was team elected out for that look at things now that I'm doing over and over again. So that you know the right now for lack of that when we done trying to that definitely work out in like the case of that all of lecture remaining team members of like race of except for like race of like person who is not parents so and the lecture of single-handedly doing that when we done CPD also remain team members of like race of now there but like so usually like when it comes to like the race of like and that race of like so in get like the board to faster than that to back to like pull back like the board through like steering is like the how to back like the board after like striking race of using that sort of condition is like another that will due to that race of speed being higher like race of an like sharper like the board and then yeah, that going to the putting into that absolute maximum force into like trying to that pull back like the board from that rainbow direct to like to the left conditions as well giving it to like associating full extent of the strength into left condition everything that pull back like the board when still under the like a race of strength as well being stronger than like it so different so giving to everything into the trying to get pull the board and basically that was the thing like is like when we come and then everything getting the chance for like the board to do that race of like or the cooking fantastic with the dancing like the board like in our experiment to go to that so when you actually for actual to a right for like getting to the ball like race of the next people of in a short word like can even the top of the scenario that I'm still working on doing. Okay, so that definitely comes to the right now that like a race of 20 country might be to that thing for example born into pain that way the race of crisis that coming from is that only focusing on war while in actually that race of might be actually remembering that the race of plan might be that save bonds from like the last until that point to for like race to that bring down like the remaining opponents that to lose as well as to give one by one might be definitely able to answer, you know, the benefit that again from that reverse current law might be reverse might have had like a unique twist to that because twist to that current law like a broken thing and that did enough like an like the third pole would be about to almost make it towards that zone like anything that totally gonna see the span of for like so zone at the speed one like the third pole taking a curve and like the very last second to be nearing the like you know and striking to you at that very last second in an extreme direct manner to like just enough then to the thing and that way you run taking serious damage like it's enough that I'm still looking into training. That way from that point from to be good that ball and you get you know value for the remaining and up from different years and that point I'm going to train for that race up to see definitely to have 16 minds that actually bring out to get the balls like this now is that I'm sure of and that definitely will believe is happening as well and that race usually ending up stability this okay the ball on lessons now that I'm sure of but in the case of left is again so different even though this year I'm looking for by the language they would have studied rate of you know still at the point of that because they're being asked to put a form and rate of so but never the thing is so rate of to be to get the form on like a like again that still managing to like pull through without taking any student injuries like now that I'm looking in. And at that point, finally, I'm going to spring for being just like race up and go ahead with that to be remain. And at that point, I come to understand the penalty in that space, like race up, I will be having a kind of expectation towards like a technique in or victim, more that they do to that race up, more that they have a lock to that in one time to like the process. It's definitely a frame so that race up, which are absolutely intent that to that bring down one and that because then a lot of like one like throwing that final throw that going for again like once like they look out that I'm going to like one at that point to the that as with everything into like all of that into putting all of that nets out within that one to like trying to like get the balls like now that I'm supporting. So definitely by then like it was to be a matter of like trying and you go for the strong to definitely to ensure to like catch the ball with like the situation of that Silva, which I'm accounting consideration would be that Silva being like a bad interface like it's not that something to the for correct ball. So let the game ball to have a fixed in mind to like definitely defeat Razor even through like the cat take figure of getting to develop the right like the mindset and then found to be expected now better so like at that point that final throw of like Razor on the different like ball giving it with hand power into like trying to anything to like catch it. But like at that but like I'm so different that the last second to come up like the using this like bungee up and basically killing bomb out of like dot ball match field and away from like the power of like the dot balls like at that very last second it's like just now the parameter but in fact like so to bring that the situation might be that bomb attempted to actually catch that ball that it might have suddenly like the loss of ball might have been like that was the case but you know canvas. So maybe I'm going by then like to get from the side and might have literally showed out to like uh so going to like probably forfeit that is lead for only put the chance that like the biggest framework. But like I'm the friend to like to do like situation like I'm transform right and for this like getting in the way of like forfeiting from wrongs like doing it rather than that way it can go on. I can think that can but like I'm go academically think like one like take for like to go kind of name the thing. Then they last again like to sort of interfering into like the battle between like right and war and basically the core of black swan would be I don't think that cat like under into I like spongy jump and like collect from out of the career without one. And so that's straight away shouting out to that razor that like born working that was now that I'm the so like at that point I'm totally putting born to be playing absolutely pissed, but like I'm sitting the moment like it was I'll be pulling from away from like the round ball like and like the round ball like striking that the side of like the sitting and basically at that point I'm totally sitting the dot ball not stopping there and the dot ball that them not even being able to like see like the dot ball passing through like the walk of the building and they like keep on going. They lead them not even being able to like see like the dot ball like so another that might just like feel and of course to be perfect for like that dot ball. But like so like that when that point like while the ball will be getting initially frustrated but like the ball be showing wrong at that point like seeing like the post like the dot ball uh, going home and like really like gone like even going as a trade man like deciding to selling agreeing with flashback and basically that in a specific man or like a trade of that like on about it like feeling the now that I'm going to put in exchange.